sports. What the hell, man? I thought you were supposed to be the Jeff Goldblum. Ian Malcolm.
I thought that was you. How does this keep happening?
God, you always go for it. Logan's not the only one with a clone.
Yeah, we're just clones, right?
Yeah.
So, dinosaurs, you know, Calgary dinos, Toronto Raptors, that stuff. Believe it or not, we don't have much evidence that dinosaurs ever played sports, as you may know. As it turns out, in their 160 million years of existence, their behavioral patterns haven't led to indicate that they formed dino cities or dino countries, let alone play dino sports. It's supposable thumbs and stuff. Spike TV has taught me anything, though. It's that you can bullshit your way through any scenario. Sure, they'd ask which female species has the biggest pubes and which dinosaur could do the best cake stand, but somewhere down the line they'd get into which one would win in an MMA fight, and if humans could have some dinosaur rodeo where we rode bucking triceratops. Instead, we're left with this guy as our only real evidence. We could get the slide, not that guy. That guy. This is Robbie Sinclair. He's a 1990s period dinosaur who at first glance you might think just skips class to get stoned and listen to Pennywise cassettes. But look closer, people. That jacket screams that he was on a football team. Maybe some third-string defensive back because his dad made him try out for the team, but that suggests some athletic ability in itself. If we move down to the feet, we have some red Converse shoes, which suggests he's definitely used a hacky sack, and likely has kicked a soccer ball as well at some point in his life. His odd choice not to wear pants let us see that there is muscle definition in the legs, and that this guy does have some running prowess. It's these images that are etched in our memories and help us picture what these creatures really looked like. That said, let me say that I was one of the disappointed few when it was discovered that some of our favorite dinosaurs had feathers. Who knew? I already have the Spielberg image of a velociraptor and T-Rex, and I don't want to picture them smaller and fluffier. When Hulk Hogan came back to wrestling wearing red flowery scarves and looking out of shape, it ruined his image for me. When I picture playoff hockey, I see grizzled guys with playoff beards, guys who could actually make use of those razors with 8 blades. Turns out NBC executive Mark Lazarus wants the beers gone, extinct, gone to the way of the Diplodocus. Why? Because in his eyes, the players will be more easily recognized. They'll be able to show us what upstanding citizens and fine young men they really are. If you guessed that Mark is a clean-shaven American himself, you'd be correct, as it seems he has some preconceived notions about bearded men in general. Let's have a look at Cup finalist Steven Stamkos and his playoff beard this year. You know what? I think this Mark guy is onto something. Yeah, this guy looks like a deadbeat no-goodnik. He probably sends you game requests on Facebook all the time, likely takes more than 12 items into the express checkout, probably manhandles the trails mix to get to the Cheetos. Yeah, I can see what he's on about here. Now let's see him. Do we have him without the beard, Lourdes?
Hey, there we go. Look at this model citizen. This guy holds the door open for old ladies. Gives you a friendly wave when he merges into traffic. Probably even removes all the plastic caps and lids before putting his recycling out in the blue bin. Ladies, this is the kind of guy you take home to mom because he's going to give her a nice kiss on the cheek, and he's going to probably bring over a nice bottle of wine as well.
Mr. Lazarus, you have swung me. I see now how unrecognizable and unkempt these hooligans look, so I'll offer a reasonable compromise. Let players keep these beards for the playoffs, and in return, make them wear a uniform with a distinguishable number on their back, both shoulders, front of the helmet, back of the helmet, as well as their name across their back. If we can get all those numbers and names put on a recognizable team uniform, we should be able to fix this problem. Now, it's never nice to ask a woman's age, I've been told, but there are some dinosaurs, some real dinosaurs taking the pitch in the Women's World Cup. Maybe it's because I'm not on clean-shaven Steven Stamkos level of etiquette, but I don't know why that rule exists. Don't ask a woman over 30 her age, they say. Well, that's part of the problem. I don't know if you're over 30 or not. I don't work at the Stampede with a headset on guessing your age. Because if that was the case, I'd lose the Stampede hundreds of giant inflatable snakes each year. So with that said, 30-somethings, Abby Wambach for the US, Marta of Brazil, Christine Sinclair of Canada, no relation to Robbie, and Nadine Angerer, that's such a good name, of Germany, got their teams off to impressive starts, with Sinclair scoring for Canada in stoppage time against China in front of 53,000 fans in Edmonton for their 1-0 win. Next up for Canada is New Zealand. It's that tiny remote island region where dinosaurs didn't even visit. My sports research shows that we're up against a country which has more sheep than people and is located next to that other island, Austria, that AC/DC is from. And also Also in my research, I found that none of those sexy women elves from Lord of the Rings seem to have any soccer skills either. So our expert prediction here, and we are never wrong, is that Canada wins 2-0. And that is our sports predictions and news for the week.